and steady set of numbers from Morepen Labs. CMD Sushil Suri will speak with us. Up next, get you the management of Morepen Labs. Steady set of earnings coming in over there. CMD Sushil Suri will join us. Welcome back. You're watching Corporate Eye. Let's pull up the stock of Morepen Labs for you. It's been a good quarter for the company, although the stock is a little weak in trade as we speak. Just about flat right now. 60% growth on the profit front. Let's decode the quarter gone by. Sushil Suri, the chairman and MD at Morepen, joins us on the show. Sushil, morning. Thank you for speaking to us on Corporate Eye. Just take us through the highlights of the quarter. It's been a healthy jump as far as profits are concerned as well.
Yes, there is a 60% increase in the net profit, which of course is proportionate to the growth in the top line, which is 18% growth in the revenues from 99 crore to 116 to 72.72 crores. So basically the growth is primarily coming from the API business. So 64%, or rather 85% growth is coming from the API business, which has grown 25%, which is pretty healthy growth. And another 21% growth is coming from home health, where there is diagnostic devices. So both these contributing around, I would say 90 to 95% of the growth. Within API, which is our bulk drug business, so our key product, Montelukast, is one which is growing pretty fast, which has grown at the rate of 64%. So quarter to quarter, which is a very healthy growth, and that is what the main contributor. And another new molecule which has come up in this quarter is Rosuvastatin. It's a new statin which is more efficient and more potent than atorvastatin. So this has almost doubled, more than 111% growth. So both these products are contributing and resulting into a good growth, and we are looking forward that going quarter to quarter and going year to year, both these products are going to be the key contributors. Montelukast is going to cross 100 crores this year, and we hope that Rosuvastatin should also become a significant product for the coming years.
Good morning, Mr. Suri. As you're mentioning that majority of the growth has come in from your bulk drug section. So in terms of Montelukast as well as Rosuvastatin are concerned, what's the kind of market share that you hold in both these drugs, and what are the kind of competition that you are looking at in the coming years?
In the Montelukast, we are the leaders. We are the number one in domestic market, and internationally also we are number one in terms of the market size, in terms of the quantity sold. But we won't have the exact numbers, but anywhere between 30 to 35% market share is what we hold. Out of 7-8 products, 7-8 players, we are 30 to 35%, maybe 40%. I don't have exact numbers.
All right. And in terms of the home diagnostic segment is concerned, you've seen a growth of almost 42%,
yeah,
and with sales of glucometers, which have seen a jump of 62%.
Yeah.
So what's the kind of growth that you're envisaging in terms of our FY17 is concerned in the home diagnostic segment?
Year as a whole, we are comfortable around 25 to 30% growth, but within the 25 to 30%, this category, particularly the glucomonitors and the BP monitors, those will be growing much faster, because glucomonitor is a category which is, you appreciate the diabetics is the main concern which we are facing today. So the concern for the diabetic is growing up, and more and more people are doing the testing at home. And the more people use, so we end up selling more and more strips. We have installed base of almost 1 billion BP monitors. 1 million BP monitors, which are practically available in the Indian household. So the more BP monitors, more glucomonitors are available at sites, so more and more people go for the testing. So we are comfortable around 40 to 50% growth here as a whole. Second category is BP monitors. There the growth would be a bit slow. This quarter it is 62%, but because it's a little sensitive category, and since it's a heart issue, so people rush to hospital, they don't want to check BP at home. So maybe 30 to 35% growth, but still the numbers are good.
Right. Your OTC segment has also seen a strong growth. Just share the outlook over there.
In OTC segment, Dr. Morepen as a brand is established its feet now, so people are recognizing Dr. Morepen as a health brand and a health carrier for everybody. So that is where we are getting the reflection even in the diagnostics also. And within the home diagnostics, our products like Bernol, Lemolate, they have registered good growth this quarter. Here we are primarily focusing on the modern health segment and the traditional health routes. So Dr. Morepen, we are seeing it as a big opportunity, and soon we are going to launch a few more products which are matching with the new age products. With the launch of this e-commerce revolution, whether it is Flipkarts or Amazons or all the e-commerce sites of the world, so Dr. Morepen has got a very healthy break over there, and I'm proud to say that none of the other pharma companies have been able to get so much success on these portals because they don't have any products for the consumers. So Dr. Morepen is our consumer face. And as we grow forward from a product category to service category, we are getting more and more closer to the consumers.
All right. And Mr. Suri, before we let you go, if you could just give us an outlook in terms of how FY17 as a whole is looking. And as we know, you've just launched Morepen now as well. So how much will that contribute to the consolidated earnings in FY17? And will you see any pressure in terms of our margins are concerned on the back of the capex that you will be incurring for Morepen now?
As far as the top line is concerned, I may not be able to give the exact guidance, but certainly 25 to 30% growth, which is a pretty healthy growth, what we are predicting and planning. And as far as now is concerned, as I shared that Dr. Morepen is moving from product sector to the service sector. That's the hands of Dr. Morepen coming out of the office and going to the clinics. So that's only, I would say, the first initial phase will be an investment phase. We are not expecting any much revenues and growth from that. But there will not be any pressure on the margins because the model will take its own time to establish, and we may go for some franchising model also. So I don't see any pressure on the capex, on account of capex or on account of the margins also.
All right.
Right, Mr. Suri, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining us. That's the management of Morepen now.